In the metals quadrant, taking a look at the gold futures contract, which rebounded positive after hitting its lowest levels since August 9th of 2021. Those levels, 1678.40 on the lows, was down over 1.25%. And as I mentioned, gold then flipped positive and ended up being up 1.03% at 1717.70. We finished the day up almost 0.75%. Gold is working on its first positive week in the last 6, although today was up 0.75%. Overall on the week, we're up more than that, and it is not really in a reversal pattern, but certainly a little bit of relief for those gold longs. Now, the ECB decision today, believe it or not, had a little bit to do with the gold turnaround today. They had a 50 basis point rate hike. Now, that should normally be positive currency, weak gold, and it did react that way at first. But then they introduced their transmission protection instrument, which is basically a way for them to buy assets in different areas of the curve. And by the way, the details of the instrument also said private securities, in order to kind of adjust longer term interest rates. If they were to actually enact that tool, that instrument, which it is available as of today, they would actually put more euros into the system, which should weaken currencies overall, not just the euro, but it would spread to the other currencies that the euro does business with theoretically. Now, if it did that, that would strengthen gold. So it kind of contradicted the rate hike a little bit. Big rate hike, first rate hike since 2011, but then they introduced this other tool which could cause them to possibly continue a sort of a method of quantitative easing. Not in use yet, but it did probably give gold a little bit more of the bid that it got as the dollar came off a little bit and as yields came off as the day went on. 2-year, 5-year, 10-year, 30-year in the US were all positive, and then they came off after the ECB rate hike and TPI introduction, so to speak. 2-year was down 12 basis points on the yield, going all the way out to the 30-year, which is down 8 basis points. Now, we've also got seasonal concerns. Gold is on the brink of entering a seasonally weak period, generally about the 3rd or 4th week of July. That usually lasts through August. Seasonality, not a trading strategy, but something to look at.